Have you heard about the supposed miracle that the 5-year-old Jesus performed? He made these little clay sparrows and then he clapped his hands and said, "Off with you." And the clay sparrows became real birds and flew away. That legend is recorded in what's called the infancy gospel or the infancy story of Thomas. It's dated to the end around the 2nd century AD. And stories like that circulated in the first 2 or 3 centuries of the church's existence. And even though they're not rooted in history, there's no event like that recorded in Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. Stories like that do bear witness to the fact that people were genuinely curious. And sometimes they just kind of made up stuff about the child Jesus because they wondered what was Jesus like as a 5-year-old or a 16-year-old or a 21-year-old. We don't know. All that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John tell us are about his infancy, and then, of course, one event when he was 12 years old. And then they pick up his story when he's around 30. And I, for one, appreciate that silence about those first 30 years because I think the silence bears witness to the fact that Jesus probably was just an ordinary person. He lived an ordinary Jewish life as a Jewish toddler and teen and guy in his 20s. Certainly, he was sinless, he was perfect, but he went through all these phases of life that we ourselves go through. He learned to walk and to talk and to do the things that we do, but he did it perfectly, sinlessly, in order that his obedience might cover our disobedience. And in that way, his life itself is good news on our behalf.